So I've been kind of wanting to make a video like this for years because I've worked at Subway for about 3 years, and so I think I have the right to kind of say this kind of stuff. Uh, their marketing, or whatever you want to call it, sucks. It does. It absolutely sucks. So Subway's had like the same sandwiches for I think like a few decades now. Because I remember they pretty much had the same stuff when I was like a kid. And they really don't really add anything new on there. They do like a seasonal sandwich. Like I think a few years back when I was still working for them, it was the Reuben, and I remember that because I was never really a big fan of sauerkraut or something that goes on it. I forget. I always forget which it was, but I never really was a big fan of that kind of stuff. But I like the sandwich. But it's always been the same kind of stuff. It's always been, the hams, pepperoni, salami. They constantly had the same stuff there, but they always try to act like it's something new. They'll have like now they got like the Mexicani or something. They got like the Champ. They got all these different sandwiches, and it's literally nothing new. It's the same stuff, just in a different order or not having some things. And granted, that's how a lot of stuff has been made. You have a pepperoni pizza, you add some salami, or you add some hamburger meat. Things change. I get that. But it's just like, it's been the same thing for years, but they constantly try to act like it's brand new, like it's never before seen. And it always is. It's always the same stuff. And I hate to break it to you, I really do, but more often or not, when somebody gets something from Subway, they always change the things on there. Like we had plenty of people get the Reuben, but they would change the sauce or they would change some other stuff with it. They wouldn't want to have the stuff that comes with it. And well, that's a little bit different for the Reuben because that is an actual different sandwich from what they generally carry. But for everything else, it's not. More often than not, people never got the sandwich with what is supposed to come on. Like, I don't know if y'all know this, but generally Subway sandwiches, if the customer does not request something different, they generally actually come with like certain stuff on there. Like if you got a ham, it might have this, or this on there. It actually comes with things on there kind of pre-made, I guess. I don't know how you would say that. But, if the customer decides to choose something else, that's more often than whatnot happens. They'll ask for, like, yeah, give me a ham sandwich, give me, pepper jack cheese, this, and that. So it changes what the original recipe for that sandwich was. Because it actually does have a recipe. It's got certain things that's supposed to come on it. But they constantly do this to where they'll have something brand freaking new, but it's not. It's literally just taking something old and spray painting it with glitter. It's nothing new. And I think that's why a lot of people have an issue with Subway, because they don't try to change their things up anymore. I mean, McDonald's and KFC and all these other fast food places, they constantly add newer stuff. It might be seasonal or whatnot, but they generally do have more things new added on than Subway does. McDonald's has their spicy chicken nuggets. It's half the new chicken sandwiches. I only really go to McDonald's. But, that's the thing. Even Taco Bell's added new things over the years. But Subway generally has just kept what it has. It's never really tried to upgrade it. It's never tried changing nothing on it. And I think it just really frustrates me when they try to add something new. Because it's not new, it's the same thing they've constantly had, but they think everybody's stupid enough to fall for it. And I think it's just because I've worked there for years. I know all of the ingredients. I've had to get my butt out of bed just to go hit the 9 to 5. But it always aggravates me. And granted, it's not like it's the first time that companies have ever lied. I mean, I've worked at a Wendy's where they actually froze the patties. They whole say fresh, never frozen patties. They do get frozen. Plenty of them get frozen because, they're not going to last all that long if they got to go cross country, and stuff like that. But they do freeze. Wendy's does freeze their patties, and Subway does not add anything new. Now, granted, it could also be like, I think down here in Texas they have the Philly cheesesteak. That's also like a regional deal. But it's like they constantly do this to where they just had different combinations onto stuff. They never try to add like anything new to it. It's just the same stuff. They just try to see how many different combinations they can do and hope to God that if they change the name of the sandwich, ain't nobody gonna be the wiser. And it's just, It's very frustrating because I've been there, I've worked there, I know what they do. It's just like, why lie, man? Why lie? Whew! Man, it feels good getting that off my damn chest. All right, anyways, bye bye. Ran over. See you later. Ah.